What up, guys? This guitar I'm holding, I don't do many videos with this guitar. Obviously, it's a Telecaster with humbucker pickups in it, zebras in it. And to me, you know, Leo Fender designed and built the Fender Telecaster. I think the first one came out in late 49, 1950. It was called the Fender Broadcaster. And they had to change the name because when that guitar came out, well, Gretsch Drum Company had a drum set called Broadcaster at that time. They owned that name, and they were going to sue Fender if they didn't change the name. So in 51, Leo called it the Fender Nocaster. And that was only in 51 that that particular guitar came out. And it was a typical Blackguard Tele, so it was a Broadcaster. And then in 1952, the Fender Telecaster came out that we know today, and changed the face of sound on guitars. You know, I mean, it's great. And, you know, Leo Fender, for not being a guitar player, he sure built a great guitar. And then he came out with the Strat a few years later. You know, the Strat came out, and there again, he hit it out of the park. And Leo was just a genius. He wasn't a guitar player, but he knew how to build the guitars. He knew what kind of sound he was after. And, you know, Gibson Les Pauls and the whole Gibson world is Gibson and Fender both changed, to me, changed music in general. I mean, guitar playing and all that stuff. I mean, they are the ones still today, in my opinion, that are always lead the way, Fender and Gibson guitars. There's a lot of other great guitars out there, but Fender and Gibson are going to be the ones that will always be around, in my opinion. It's hard to beat it on 59 Les Paul. It's a lot of money for one these days too, but they sound great. This guitar, I dig this guitar though. When I go to the studio, if I have to go in the studio and recording, and I'll always bring this guitar with me. Of course, I'll bring my Tele stock, you know, my 69 Teles and that kind of thing, and that traditional sound I'll always have that guitar. But if I need something with a humbucker sound, I've got this one, and I've got a blue Fender. It's got Joe Bonamassa signature pickups by Seymour Duncan of his PAS. That's in the blue guitar. And one of these humbucker guitars will always do the job, because there's something to me, and maybe somebody out there can answer this question for me, because I really don't know why. But there's something to me about, you can take a Fender body and put humbucker pickups in that guitar, in that body, Fender body, and it just sounds so much better. It sounds like a Telecaster that's just on its own fire to me. I mean, and the Les Pauls sound great too. I'm not knocking Les Pauls; they got their sound. But there's something to me about when you put a humbucker in a Telecaster, it goes to a different level. You know, it's not the traditional country tone, which I really like too. I'm all about the single coils. But you put a humbucker in there, and it's just, I don't know what it is. Anybody know why that would be in a Tele body? I don't know. It just sounds great. But anyway, that's the story behind this guitar. It's a Frankenstein. I've got parts on it and that I like, and pickups in it I like, and it sounds great, and I like it. I don't really ever take it on the road too much, but I really dig it. And then I'm playing through a Kemper over here tonight. I got that in a few weeks ago, been messing with it, and I don't know if any of you guys ever mess with Kempers or any kind of profiling amps or any of that kind of thing. You know, I really dig this thing. I can't lie about it. It's not a tube amp. It's never going to be a tube amp. I'm not trying to compare it to a tube amp at all, because it's not. But what it does, it does well. You know, I mean, I'll always be a tube guy. I've got a 65 Vibrolux reverb. I think it's a 65, might be a 66. And that's my favorite amp. And it sounds amazing. This Fuchs head I got over here, it sounds amazing too. It's a 100 watt head, and it's amazing sound. It's a double clone. and it sounds amazing. But there's something about this Kemper too. I don't know what it is. It's you know, there again, it's not a tube amp. If you go at it with the angle of, well, am I gonna get to sound like a Blackface Deluxe or Blackface Princeton or any of that kind of, no. You're gonna get close to it, but you're not gonna get the tube sound. The tubes aren't there. But it does do some cool stuff. And it's, you know, for me, where the Kemper comes in handy is when I play certain venues, like casinos and stuff. And, you know, when you bring an amp in and you turn it up, well, you're not coming through the PA because stage volume, you know. And this, when you plug it up, you go right into the board. You go straight in. And of course, you can play it through a wedge. You can run it through your in-ears only and however you want to run it. But, you know, I think keeping an open mind about stuff is really cool. I don't think you just go, nah, I'm not using that. You know, I'll never use that. I don't agree with that. You know, it's try what you like, figure it out, and you know, like me, I have both. So if I got a gig, I'm gonna bring my amps. I'll bring them out. If I need a gig where I need to use the Kemper, I'll probably use the Kemper. And like I said, the Kemper I haven't had a real long time. I'm still getting used to it, learning how to do stuff with it. But so far I'm digging it pretty good. I really am. And it sounds good, like what I'm playing through right now. It is what it is, and I'm not recording it direct through anything. It's just coming out of the cabinet I got right into my phone over there. So if it's a little bright or a little boomy or whatever, it's probably where the phone's set and where it's picking up. It sounds pretty good where I'm at. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are hope you guys had a great. Can you believe summer's over with? Good Lord, fall's here. We'll be doing a video next week, and Christmas will already be here. Time's just flying, you know. And you know, I don't know. I'm ready for some cooler temps. It's been a really hot summer, but you know, I'm not a winter guy at all. I don't like, you know, freezing rain and ice and all that stuff. Snow I can take a few of those, but the winter I just deal with it, go through with it. But I don't like getting dark early. You know, I like the time. I don't like the time. I would just leave the time alone. You know, leave it set and not mess with it. Hope you guys are doing well. If you haven't subscribed, give me subscribe, hit the button, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down on this video, and hope you guys are having a great week. I'm fixing to go to bed because I can't talk anymore. I'm wore out. Y'all have a great week. Have a blessed week, and turn it up and play loud, y'all. Later on.